The human leg exemplifies a pinnacle of biological architecture, an intricate, integrated network of muscular, skeletal, neural, and connective tissue structures that demonstrates the remarkable harmony between nutritional science, physiological mechanisms, and functional mobility. These limbs extend beyond simple anatomical components, functioning as dynamic biological systems that reflect our comprehensive health, adaptive capacity, and nutritional balance. Throughout our complex journey of human development, these remarkable appendages chronicle our experiences, challenges, and inherent adaptability. Nevertheless, many individuals experience a gradual reduction in leg strength, mobility, and overall physical function. This decline represents not an inevitable consequence of aging progression, but rather a sophisticated interaction of nutritional, environmental, and lifestyle factors that can be effectively addressed through intelligent, focused intervention strategies. Consider a transformative perspective where each moment offers potential for exceptional physical capability. A condition where muscular weakness becomes an outdated concept, where limiting physical constraints become irrelevant, and the continuous concern regarding balance and potential mobility issues disappears like morning fog. This represents not an unreachable idealistic vision, but a scientifically attainable physiological condition accessible through comprehensive nutritional approaches and precise molecular interventions. We now undertake an extraordinary analytical exploration into the 7 most essential nutritional components that form the fundamental framework of optimal leg health. These nutritional elements function as sophisticated molecular regulators, operating in complex cooperative networks to enhance muscle performance, strengthen bone structural integrity, optimize circulatory functions, and ultimately enable individuals to maintain optimal physical independence and vital potential. Our investigation surpasses conventional nutritional guidelines, offering a holistic, scientifically validated approach to understanding how strategically implemented nutritional interventions can fundamentally transform muscular performance, neurological efficiency, and overall physiological resilience. Vitamin D stands as an incredibly sophisticated nutritional compound, vastly exceeding its conventional classification as a mere bone health nutrient. It functions as an advanced molecular coordinator directing a complex physiological concert that critically influences muscular function, neurological efficiency, and systemic resilience. The population-level analysis of vitamin D insufficiency presents a significant and increasingly complex story. Modern human environments, defined by predominantly indoor lifestyles, extensive sun protection measures, and reduced outdoor activity, create an ideal biochemical scenario for nutritional vulnerability. Our evolutionary biological framework, evolved under conditions of regular sun exposure, now faces unprecedented challenges in sustaining optimal vitamin D production. Groundbreaking scientific investigations illuminate the molecular pathways underlying vitamin D's extensive physiological influence. Advanced research studies employing refined genomic and metabolomic techniques reveal complex relationships between vitamin D levels and muscular performance that transcend simplified nutritional models. At the cellular scale, vitamin D operates as a molecular regulator, influencing genetic expression, activating protein synthesis mechanisms, and enhancing sophisticated neuromuscular communication systems. Its interactions with cellular receptors trigger complex biochemical sequences that influence muscle fiber quality, neurological signaling effectiveness, and systemic inflammatory response patterns. The metabolic consequences of vitamin D deficiency affect multiple bodily systems. Recent research establishes significant links to complex inflammatory conditions, diminished immune function, potential cardiovascular complications, and accelerated neurological decline processes. Effective vitamin D optimization approaches require a multidimensional, comprehensive intervention strategy. Deliberate sun exposure protocols, intake of nutrient-rich dietary sources, and carefully calibrated supplementation represent the height of intelligent nutritional management. The suggested daily intake of 800 to 1,000 IU demonstrates a nuanced understanding of individual metabolic differences and physiological requirements. Calcium extends beyond its conventional understanding as a basic mineral, functioning as a complex molecular architect responsible for building and sustaining the elaborate biological framework of our musculoskeletal system. The biomechanical function of calcium constitutes an intricate network of electrical and chemical interactions that influence muscular reactivity, structural stability, and overall physiological capability. Every muscle contraction, from microscopic movements to sophisticated movement patterns, depends on precisely regulated calcium ion exchanges. Modern nutritional science adopts a flexible, multifaceted approach to calcium consumption. Beyond traditional dairy-focused recommendations, contemporary strategies incorporate diverse nutritional sources, dark leafy greens, advanced plant-based alternatives, seafood proteins, legumes, and technologically enhanced food products. The suggested daily intake of 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams represents a precisely determined balance recognizing individual metabolic differences and nutritional needs. The absorption and utilization of calcium are not passive biochemical functions, but active, dynamically controlled metabolic processes. Weight-bearing activities serve as essential biological triggers, promoting bone remodeling processes and directing calcium exactly where metabolic requirements exist. This sophisticated relationship highlights the fundamental interconnection of nutrition, physical activity, and physiological adaptation. Vitamin B12 functions as an essential neurological guardian, preserving the remarkably intricate communication networks between the central nervous system and muscular structures. Its significance extends beyond basic nutritional support, representing a fundamental mechanism of neurological and muscular system coordination. The metabolic process of vitamin B12 absorption becomes increasingly complex with advancing age, creating a sophisticated physiological challenge. Diminished stomach acid production, intricate digestive system changes, and increasingly complicated medication interactions significantly impair nutrient extraction processes. Many individuals unconsciously experience progressive B12 depletion, mistaking neurological symptoms as inevitable aging consequences. Untreated B12 deficiency can initiate progressive neurological complications with significant long-term effects. Potential outcomes include permanent nerve damage, manifesting through gradual balance difficulties, coordination problems, and subtle yet persistent muscular weakness. The neurological implications extend beyond immediate physical function, potentially affecting cognitive performance, neuroplasticity, and long-term motor system stability. Magnesium stands as an incredibly intricate nutritional element, serving as an exceptionally refined molecular director that coordinates complex physiological processes with extraordinary precision and sophisticated biochemical intelligence. Its multidimensional function exceeds simple nutritional classification, encompassing comprehensive muscle activity regulation, metabolic energy control, and systemic performance enhancement at the most essential molecular levels. The complex biochemical profile of magnesium reveals a profound story of cellular communication and physiological integration. At the molecular scale, magnesium functions as an essential cofactor in more than 300 enzymatic reactions, acting as a fundamental structural component of cellular metabolism. Its importance extends well beyond basic muscular support, representing an advanced molecular mechanism that controls energy production, protein synthesis, muscle and nerve function, blood glucose management, and blood pressure regulation. The population-based examination of magnesium deficiency uncovers a sophisticated interaction of biochemical signals that appear through various physiological disturbances. Restless leg syndrome, nighttime muscle cramps, ongoing muscular discomfort, and neurological irregularities emerge as complex communication indicators revealing deeper metabolic imbalances. Contemporary lifestyle factors, including processed food consumption, chronic stress, agricultural soil depletion, and increased environmental toxin exposure, create an ideal scenario for nutritional vulnerability. Potassium exceeds conventional nutritional understanding, functioning as an advanced cellular communication architect responsible for preserving the most sensitive and intricate biological balance. Its regulatory functions constitute a sophisticated molecular network that controls the complex dynamics of intracellular and extracellular fluid exchanges, directly affecting physiological performance at the most fundamental molecular level. The physiological significance of potassium extends well beyond basic electrolyte balance. operating as an essential molecular coordinator of cellular communication, neurological signaling, and systemic responsiveness. Each potassium ion serves as a precise messenger, enabling the most subtle electrical impulses that influence muscle contraction, nerve signal transmission, and cardiovascular system efficiency. Contemporary nutritional science illuminates the significant implications of potassium optimization. Advanced research demonstrates its vital role in preventing cardiovascular problems, regulating blood pressure, reducing stroke risks, and maintaining optimal neurological function. The suggested daily intake of 3,500 to 4,700 milligrams represents a nuanced understanding of individual metabolic requirements and systemic equilibrium. Vitamin K embodies an exceptionally sophisticated molecular management system that facilitates the most precise metabolic distribution of essential nutritional components. Acting as an advanced molecular traffic director, it prevents inappropriate mineral deposits and safeguards the most vital physiological systems through complex biochemical mechanisms. The molecular intricacy of vitamin K surpasses traditional understanding, demonstrating a multidimensional role in bone metabolism, cardiovascular health, and cellular communication. Its two main forms, K1 and K2, function as refined molecular protectors, guiding cellular processes exactly where metabolic requirements exist while preventing potentially harmful systemic complications. Cutting-edge scientific research highlights vitamin K's function as a crucial regulator of matrix GLA protein, MGP, a central molecule that prevents inappropriate mineral accumulation in soft tissues. This molecular mechanism represents an advanced biological intelligence that protects cardiovascular systems, maintains bone density, and ensures optimal cellular functionality. Vitamin B6 functions as the premier defender of physiological integrity, a multidimensional molecular protector encompassing nerve health preservation, cellular repair enhancement, and metabolic optimization at the most essential biological levels. Its significance exceeds conventional nutritional comprehension, representing an advanced molecular mechanism of comprehensive systemic support. The metabolic framework of vitamin B6 demonstrates a complex network of biochemical interactions that regulate protein metabolism, red blood cell formation, neurotransmitter synthesis, and immune system functionality. Contemporary scientific investigation reveals its essential role in amino acid metabolism, hemoglobin production, and the intricate molecular processes of inflammation regulation. Recent genomic and metabolomic studies illuminate the significant implications of B6 optimization, emphasizing its potential in reducing age-related systemic deterioration, supporting cognitive function, and maintaining the most sensitive physiological communication networks. Incorporate these progressive nutritional approaches and revolutionize your understanding of physiological health. Transitioning from passive acceptance of systemic decline to proactive, scientifically guided preservation of vitality and resilience. Omega-3 fatty acids surpass simple classification as ordinary fats, operating as sophisticated molecular controllers that critically affect inflammatory processes, cell membrane fluidity, and neuromuscular signaling effectiveness. Their role transcends basic nutritional importance, forming a crucial regulatory mechanism that enhances muscle recovery, improves training adaptations, and maintains peak physical performance. The biochemical significance of omega-3 fatty acids, principally eicosapentaenoic acid, EPA, and docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, appears through their metabolic transformation into specialized inflammation-resolving mediators, SBMs, including resolvins, protectins, and maresins. These exceptional molecular messengers direct the detailed resolution of inflammatory reactions, preventing chronic inflammation while facilitating optimal tissue repair and functional regeneration. Advanced proteomics research illuminates the molecular mechanisms through which omega-3 fatty acids influence muscle protein synthesis. By modulating the mammalian target of rapamycin (mTR) signaling pathway, a critical regulator of cellular growth and protein formation, optimal omega-3 levels enhance anabolic responses to exercise stimuli, potentially increasing the efficiency of strength training adaptations and accelerating recovery from intense physical efforts. The neurological implications of omega-3 optimization encompass fundamental aspects of motor unit recruitment and firing pattern precision. By enhancing neural membrane fluidity and optimizing synaptic transmission, adequate omega-3 levels potentially improve motor control accuracy, movement efficiency, and overall neuromuscular coordination. This relationship demonstrates their dual impact on both structural muscle integrity and functional movement quality. Contemporary omega-3 optimization strategies emphasize bioavailability considerations and balanced fatty acid ratios. The recommended intake of 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA daily reflects a sophisticated understanding of individual metabolic variations, inflammatory profiles, and specific performance requirements. Diverse nutritional sources, including fatty fish, algae-derived supplements, and specialized omega-3 enhanced food products, provide comprehensive options for optimizing this critical nutritional component. Zinc operates as a remarkably sophisticated trace element that fundamentally influences protein synthesis mechanisms, immune system functionality, and cellular regeneration pathways at the most intricate molecular levels. Its role transcends traditional nutritional categorization, representing a critical molecular catalyst that accelerates recovery processes, enhances tissue repair, and optimizes overall muscular adaptation to training stimuli. The biochemical landscape of zinc reveals its function as an essential cofactor for over 300 enzymatic reactions, including critical processes involved in DNA synthesis, cell division, and protein production. At the muscular level, zinc directly influences the activity of growth hormone receptors and insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1, signaling. Sophisticated molecular pathways that determine muscle hypertrophy responses and overall anabolic potential. Advanced molecular research demonstrates zinc's crucial role in maintaining the integrity of metallothioneins, specialized proteins that regulate oxidative stress responses and protect cellular structures from free radical damage. This protective mechanism represents a fundamental defense system that preserves muscle cell functionality during intense physical exertion and metabolic stress. The immunological implications of zinc optimization extend into recovery acceleration and adaptation enhancement. By modulating inflammatory cytokine production and supporting immune cell proliferation, optimal zinc levels potentially reduce exercise-induced immunosuppression and accelerate the resolution of microtrauma associated with intensive training protocols. The epidemiological analysis of zinc deficiency reveals complex manifestations, including compromised recovery capacity, diminished strength development, persistent fatigue patterns, and increased susceptibility to exercise-induced injuries. Modern dietary patterns, characterized by processed food consumption, reduced mineral content in agricultural products, and increased physiological demands, contribute to widespread subclinical deficiency states that subtly compromise physical performance. Contemporary zinc optimization strategies emphasize bioavailability considerations and absorption dynamics. The recommended daily intake of 8 to 11 milligrams represents a carefully calculated threshold acknowledging individual metabolic variations, training intensities, and recovery requirements. Diverse nutritional sources, including oysters, red meat, pumpkin seeds, and legumes, provide comprehensive options for optimizing this critical nutritional catalyst of muscular regeneration and performance enhancement. The extraordinary journey through these 7 critical nutritional elements reveals a profound truth. Muscular vitality represents not a fortunate genetic inheritance, but a sophisticated biochemical achievement accessible through intentional nutritional mastery. As we integrate these molecular powerhouses into our daily nutritional paradigm, we unlock unprecedented physiological potential and transform our relationship with physical performance. Remember that optimal physiological function emerges from the synergistic interaction of these elements, not as isolated nutrients, but as an orchestrated nutritional symphony. Each molecule contributes its unique biochemical signature to a comprehensive framework of muscular resilience, neurological precision, and metabolic excellence. Your journey toward extraordinary physiological performance begins now. The molecular architecture of exceptional vitality awaits your conscious nutritional choices and scientifically informed strategic implementation.